The Legend of Spider Rocks, a YONKO story by Joe Black. Hi everyone, Flying Panda. In this short week, new discoveries were made, and this is from Joe Black. Hope you get excited at the end of this one. First, let's talk about the obvious part, which involves Shakky and the spider design clothing and of course rocks. Shakky was chased 40 years ago by GARP. GARP is called the hero of the Marines because he defeated or chased the Rocks pirates. They were disbanded 40 years ago. Shakky always wears a spider t-shirt before the time skip, like it means something to her. Now, what if it's a link to a previous pirate crew? If so, we have rocks and spider. Let's put it together. I think it's correct to assume that Oda got his inspiration from this story about the legend of the Spider Rock for the road poneglyphs as a way to find One Piece. The story of the Spider Rocks. A lost treasure hidden by the Spanish Coronados, mythical stash of gold from the 7 cities of Cibola. A man named David M. Arnold, who was described as being as fat as a town dog, had in his possession half of the map of the treasure. Arnold looked for and found the second half of the map in possession of Cebotero. They hired half a dozen men to search for the treasure, but they couldn't read the hieroglyphics on the map. Almost like no pirate barring Nico Robin could read the poneglyphs. A Mexican shepherd named Fernandez showed up and said he could read the map, and that it doesn't lead to the treasure but to strong tablets that would point them towards the treasure. Fernandez is the Nico Robin of this legend. They trusted the shepherd and found the first of the 3 tablets that they would call Spider Rocks, because a series of concentric circles made it look like a spider's web. Yes, Spider's Rock is the One Piece poneglyph. The next part is probably events that will happen in the future One Piece when they come to the end at Rafdale. Not far from where they found the first rock, they found a mass grave which Fernandez had predicted. He said the skeletons were native slaves buried there so their spirits could guard treasure. This is like my old theory when I said that Goldie Roger spirits is in Rafdale. Arnold and his men believed something else, that Fernandez was tricking them, leading them away from the treasure so he could keep it for himself. It could mean that Nico Robin will be kidnapped in the future and she tricks the captors of the secrets of the poneglyphs. Or has that been used already when she lied to Crocodile? Fernandez left, never to be seen again. The men found a decomposed body not far from the site a couple weeks later. Fernandez, they assumed. Arnold believed that the Spanish had the gold with them in the early 1700s, but buried it in a series of chambers and drew the map to mark its location after encountering hostile Indians somewhere in that country. He kept finding artifacts. Copper amulets shaped like daggers and leaves and crowns inscribed with symbols similar to the ones on the tablet, but no treasure. He left most of the artifacts with Taro, who stored them at the drugstore. Arnold then hired a seer to help them find the gold, but the seers foresaw bad things happening to anybody and everybody who tried to find the gold. Until this day, people are still looking for the treasure, but 2 of the stones were lost. The third one was found several years ago. Now, the connections between One Piece and the Spider Rock story. As you can see, there's a lot of shocking similarities between Spider's Rock story and One Piece. The Spider's Rock equals the road poneglyphs. The inscriptions on the rocks are written in a language that nobody can read except Fernandez, who can be Nico Robin. You need 3 Spider Rocks to find the treasure, similar to the 4 road poneglyphs for the One Piece. Now, the Spider Rocks pirates. Now that we made the link between the 2 stories clear, let's go for the theory. Big Mom and Kaido were on the same crew, the Spider Rocks. It was the first crew that discovered the existence of the road poneglyph. There had 3 of them, the missing one was on Zou. After they lost their captain, Big Mom and Kaido took one each, and the third one was taken by their captain. Their captain, who is probably the legend that Oda talked about, will appear in Wano, since he has a strong connection to the poneglyph and was the most powerful pirate before Roger and was chased by GARP that gave him the title of hero. Shakky was a member of the crew. She was probably the cook of the crew and the wife of the captain? Yes, she's 60 years old at least. She had her life before she met her husband, Rayleigh. Maybe the symbol Black Widow? So that ends the theory. What do you think? Please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what you thought. Now the bonus part. Now there is 2 other links between the 2 stories. The Mexican who can read the stone said in the rock story the skeletons were native slaves buried there so their spirits could guard the treasure. There's 7 graves or chambers in Morijua. Oh, 7 again? Are they guarding a treasure as well? And to end off, is there a link between Jack and finding Zoe and the Rock's pirates who were looking for it before? We still don't know how he found the island. Joe Black has an idea, but we'll leave that for another theory. Thanks for watching the video. Please click like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda and join our Discord.
Look! 行くぞ!